If you open Instagram right now, Dubai looks exactly the same. The Burj Khalifa is still towering over the clouds, the supercars are still revving down the strip, and the influencers are still flexing their tax-free millionaire lifestyles. It looks like the ultimate utopia, the place where anyone can go to secure the bag. But turn off the phone, step off the main strip, and talk to the people actually living there, and you'll realize something really unsettling is happening. Dubai is quietly ghosting its own residents. Right now, a massive silent exodus is taking place. Long-term expats are packing their bags. Hotel occupancy rates are quietly taking a nosedive, and the once guaranteed flood of tourists is hitting the brakes. We're witnessing the beginning of a massive vibe shift. So, what went wrong? Is the Golden City going broke? Or is this something way darker? The truth is, Dubai isn't dealing with a normal economic recession. It's dealing with an identity crisis. And the real reason why everyone is quietly bailing will make you look at this desert oasis in a completely different way. Let's dive in. For the last decade, Dubai successfully pulled off the ultimate finesse. They sold the world a glittering promise. Come here, keep all your money, pay zero income tax, and live like royalty. And for a while it worked. It became the global headquarters for hustle culture. But there's a brutal reality hiding behind that 0% tax rate. They don't need to tax your paycheck, they just tax your existence. Over the last 3 years, rent in popular expat areas hasn't just gone up, it's gone unhinged. We're talking 40, 50, sometimes 60% hikes almost overnight. Imagine grinding at your 9 to 5, making a solid salary, but every time you renew your lease, you're suddenly poorer. You aren't building wealth anymore, you're just paying for the privilege of staying inside the club. As one expat put it, Dubai isn't a city, it's a premium subscription service, and the moment your credit card declines, you're kicked out. The middle class in Dubai is getting entirely priced out. Families who moved there to build a future are realizing that buying a house, saving for college, or even just taking a vacation is becoming a luxury. They aren't leaving loudly with protests, they're just quietly handing back the keys, heading to the airport, and vanishing. And when the mechanics, the teachers, the mid-level managers, and the creatives can't afford to live there, who's supposed to keep the city running? Now, you might be thinking, okay, so the locals are hurting, but what about the tourists? Doesn't the tourism money keep the lights on? Well, here's where the story takes a weird turn. Tourists are starting to tap out too. Not long ago, booking a luxury room in Dubai during peak season was a nightmare. You were dropping $600 a night minimum, and you had to beg for a good view. Fast forward to today, and you can find those same rooms sitting empty, sometimes listed for under $100. Why? Because globally, the vibe is off. Travelers have changed. After the wild unpredictability of the last few years, people don't just want to see something expensive, they want to feel something real. Dubai was built on the philosophy of bigger, taller, shinier. It's an absolute masterpiece of human engineering, but it's also a controlled environment, a plastic paradise. Everything is heavily curated for the perfect aesthetic. But high-end travelers are getting bored of the artificial hype. Instead of spending 10 grand to sit in an air-conditioned mega mall in the middle of a 120-degree desert, they're flocking to places like Japan or Southern Europe. Why? Because those places have history. They have soul. You don't go to Tokyo or Rome expecting perfection. You go for the culture. When a city's only selling point is luxury and perfection, what happens when it gets just a little too expensive or a little too hot? The illusion breaks. And once that FOMO, that fear of missing out, disappears, there's nothing emotionally tying people to the city. But wait, there's one more layer to this onion, and it's the one the Dubai government definitely doesn't want you talking about. For decades, Dubai's secret sauce wasn't oil, it was neutrality. It was the Switzerland of the Middle East. It didn't matter where you were from, what your politics were, or who your country was beefing with. If you had the cash, Dubai welcomed you with open arms. Russians, Americans, Europeans, Asians, everyone partied in the same clubs and parked their super yachts in the same marinas. But the world is getting messy. Geopolitical tensions are boiling over, and neutrality is becoming a really hard stance to maintain. It hasn't completely lost its edge, but the certainty is gone. People who used to park their millions in Dubai real estate as a safety net are starting to second guess if their assets are truly secure. When the rich start getting anxious, they stop spending, and when the ultra-wealthy stop pouring money into the local economy, the whole house of cards starts to wobble. And finally, we have to talk about the one thing Dubai cannot bribe, build, or buy its way out of: Mother Nature. Summer temperatures are routinely hitting 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius. It is a biological wall. You don't take a stroll down the street, you scurry from one air-conditioned glass box to the next. It's not an ecosystem, it's a gigantic life support system powered by fossil fuels and electricity. For the millions of migrant workers from South Asia and Southeast Asia, the silent army that actually built this city with their bare hands, this heat isn't an inconvenience, it's brutal survival. And as the cost of living skyrockets and the wages stay stagnant, even they are realizing the math isn't mathing. They're quietly leaving too, and a city without its foundation cannot support its golden towers. Dubai isn't going to vanish into the sand tomorrow. There's still insane wealth, and there will always be people chasing the luxury dream. But the era of blind, explosive growth, that chapter might be closing forever. The city is being forced to figure out what it actually wants to be: a real community with a beating heart, or just a beautiful, empty museum of human ambition. What do you guys think? Is Dubai just going through a rough patch, or is the golden era officially over? Have you ever visited, or did you get priced out yourself? Let me know down in the comments. I read all of them. If you want to see more deep dives into the secret economics of the world, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and stay tuned. The real story is always deeper than what they show you on Instagram. Catch you in the next one.